The father of missing Iowa college student Mollie Tibbetts believes that she may have willingly left with someone she knows. The 20-year-old was last seen while jogging nearly 3 weeks ago. Officials say they've received about 500 leads in the case. Adriana Diaz is in Brooklyn, Iowa, where she spoke with Mollie's parents.
Mollie Tibbetts' family describes her as a light who loves to lift others.
But everyone has their own talent, whether it's a sport you're good at, or if you're good at dance, or if you're a great writer, or even if you're just a good person. That's one of the best things you can be good at.
This video from a 2016 faith event is being shared online in her hometown, where her parents got a phone call Sunday they'd been dreading. Investigators found a body, but they couldn't yet confirm if it was their daughter.
What was your reaction?
Terror.
Investigators soon announced the body was not Tibbetts, but 20-year-old Sadie Alvarado, who was found on the side of a road in Lee County, Iowa.
We immediately, when we found out, thought about that family and the tragedy that they went through.
Is there anything you want to say to her family or the people looking for her?
I just hope they find her.
Wayne Cheney, who lives near the search area, says he's been questioned by investigators at least 5 times about Tibbetts. The farmer has several convictions, including stalking and harassment. Charges in 7 other cases have been dismissed.
Well, there was an FBI guy. He was just here not too long ago.
This morning?
Yeah.
What did he ask or do?
Well, he wanted me to do a polygraph test or something, and I said, no, I'm not doing it.
What do you think happened?
It's totally speculation. I think someone went to the house that Mollie knew or that Mollie trusted, and she left with them willingly, and now they're in over their head, and they don't know what to do.
Tibbetts is one of more than 88,000 active missing persons cases in the U.S. Her search continues to make national headlines.
People see in Mollie their own daughters, their own girlfriend, their own sister.
I think it struck a chord with people that, this could be happening to me right now, to my family.
Mollie is more than Robert Tibbetts' daughter. At his wedding earlier this year, she was his best man.
If she's watching this, what do you want to say to her?
Just hang on, Pie. We're going to come get you. Everybody's looking.
Well, CBS News correspondent Adriana Diaz is following this case from Brooklyn, Iowa. My heart just breaks for these parents. But Adriana, just why does Mollie Tibbetts' father believe that she may have left with someone willingly, someone that she knew, and she may be with someone that she knows?
Anne Marie, he said that was just speculation. He said in his heart of hearts, that's what he believes, but investigators didn't indicate that to him at all. They've been pretty tight-lipped about their investigation, even to the family. Mollie's father thinks that she ran off with someone that she knows because he said that she had no reason to run away. She was living a happy life, a fulfilled life. She was about to go on a trip overseas. She just got her passport. There was no reason for her to run off by herself. Of course, another theory is that she may have been abducted. He believes that she left willingly with someone. There were no signs of break-in at the house where she was staying. It's unclear if she even got back to that house after she went out on her run. But he believes in his heart that she's alive, that she is with someone, and that they feel they may be in over their heads and not sure how to get out of the situation. And his plea to her is that it's okay. Just come and we'll embrace you, and whatever has to be done will be done. But you have nothing to fear, and we want to help you. We love you. We're your family. Her mother, we asked her the same question. What does she think happened? Her mother says she has no idea. She can't even start to go down any path because she thinks that that's scary to think of the worst or think of the best. So she just is trying to keep herself distracted, keep her mind open. She believes that Mollie is still alive, but this is a family that really has no answers. There's no sense of where she went, if there's any evidence of her in this area. Police haven't said whether or not. All we know from police is that there are no suspects, no arrests, and that they have been working this very diligently, and the family has its full trust in authorities.
So this is all unfolding in the small town of Brooklyn, Iowa. I mean, I don't know what the crime rate is like in Brooklyn, Iowa, but I'll guess that it's pretty minimal. Usually people move to small towns or stay in small towns, partially because there's no crime and people know each other. So I'm wondering what it's like in Brooklyn, Iowa now with all this attention.
Anne-Marie, look around. This is what it's like in Brooklyn, Iowa. There are pictures of Mollie everywhere, in store windows, not just on windshields, but also I saw yesterday a photo of her, a missing poster, plastered on the car door of a car that someone actually attached to their car door so that when they drive around, everyone can see her photo. Keep an eye out. This is a tiny town. It has about 1,500 people. A lot of people know each other here, and they are rallying around this cause. There's not even a stoplight here in town. We're on Main Street. This is a Main Street shop. It's called Jackson Avenue, I believe. But this is the business center of this town, and this has rocked this community, and they have rallied in an incredible way. There have been volunteers in and out of this print shop helping make all of these T-shirts. There have been thousands of items with Mollie's photo on it that have been created because they want to keep her face in the limelight. They want to spread her image as far as possible. Her family told us that missing signs have been posted across the country, even in international airports overseas, because they say that somebody out there knows something and they want them to speak up.
I know that, her father, Mr. Tibbetts, has expressed some frustration with how the investigation is going. What's happening now? They don't really have any suspects at this point.
No suspects, no arrests. Her father and the family, they said that they understand that police and investigators aren't giving them much information, and they said they don't want to know. So they seem, they say they want to be left out of that part of what's going on because they want investigators to focus on their investigation. There have been people that have been questioned. Witnesses have been questioned. Mollie's boyfriend has been questioned. It was at her house that where she was dog sitting when she went on that jog. He was out of town, and he was quickly named not a suspect early on. We spoke to him as well in an interview, and he said to us that she's a fighter. He thinks she's alive. She's feisty, and he's hurting. This is a 20-year-old young man, and you can see it. He had very few words. He was, he's struggling, as anybody would be in this situation. There's also talk of other people who've been interviewed by police. We spoke to a former hog farmer who has been questioned several times. When we actually went to his house, he said the FBI was there just earlier that day. But he says he has nothing to say. He just wants Mollie to be found. He doesn't know her. He has nothing to do with this. And he is, of course, innocent until proven guilty. But there are all these storylines and witnesses and people that have been questioned. But moving forward, what investigators and what the community are trying to do is get the word out, continue this effort of creating posters and fanning them out across the country and around the world so that somebody sees something. There is a reward fund for anyone who provides information. They can do that anonymously, and that fund is already up to $277,000 and counting. So police, the community, Mollie's family, everyone's working together to try to get her back.
Yeah, the fact that that fund continues to grow is just an indication of how this story and what's happened to her has captured the hearts and the minds of so many people across this country, and everyone wants her to come back home safely. Adriana Diaz, thank you so much.